Okay, so my name is okay, but I want to let me go back to my Excel thing first, okay? Because I forgot to do that earlier. But I want to show something. So today's video is called um what's about to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World? Well, I'll get to that right now, but before I can get to that, there's something I want to talk about here because before I can get to that, the new IFB movement. That's what I'm to talk about, yeah. Well, because it was a video that I deleted, and I was showing people the NIV, but in that video, someone called me an Andersonite, and and that's something I don't even get into anyway. But first of all, so this guy I don't know, but he thinks I support Pastor Stephen Anderson or something. I don't care. And to me, and here's my answer for this. Okay, first of all, I'm glad that Pastor Steve Anderson is correct on correct on a lot of things about the Bible. He's a great man of God, but but do I support him? No. Okay, I support the Bible. Okay, and and I know he's banned from YouTube anyway, but to me, I don't support Pastor Steve Anderson. Okay, I support the Bible. Okay, and what about the other pastors that might be with? Like Pastor Bruce Mejia and Pastor Roger Jimenez. Those are the ones that are in California, right? Well, I don't support them either. I support the Bible. Okay, I know the new IMB pastors. They're the great man of God and stuff, and I'm glad they're correct about the Bible. But I don't. You know, I don't support them. Okay, I support the Bible. So why do you think that way? You know. I don't support the New IB movement anyway. I support the Bible. I never been to a New IB church anyway. I might have to visit a New IB church anyway when I become older. Maybe when I become independent or something, or maybe later. But right now, I go to a non-denominational church called Catholic Chapel, Ontario. Let me close that. Okay, and the church that I go to reads the NKJV. The New King James. And I know I don't like the New King James because it teaches. I know it does teach salvation by works. I know that's where I read the KJV. Just the King James Bible. But this is something you might have to learn about. Okay. You know what? Okay. So what I can say about this is please. Plus, I'm much more nicer than Pastor Steve Anderson anyway. Okay? I'm not like him. I'm not like Pastor Steve Anderson. Okay? And I don't want to be like him anyway. I'm myself. Okay? And I know, and the only people, I love to save the unsaved. I only hate the damned, and the damned are just the people that hate God and stuff, And that's the answer anyway, and I believe the Bible. And you might be thinking about it as well. Now, you might be also be thinking, right? Well, I'm looking at ChinaHeadlights.com. Well, because I want to tell you something about what is the truth about something here, because people have been asking me about that too. Well, if you think I'm looking on this, and also talk about the new IB movement, well, here's the answer for you about this, okay? Well, because Well, because if people putting hate, I know because I have people on YouTube, I know putting hate towards China and stuff, and it's because of it is because of the Communist Party of China and also the Chinese government. And to me, I don't care about that because and I don't want to get into this because I hate politics and stuff, but I don't know why. I know, and I don't want to get into this because I loathe politics and stuff, but it's something I have to talk about anyway. And I might be, if I probably already did criticize them in my videos already, but I'm not going to do it anymore anyway. First of all, here's my answer for you, okay? I don't want to criticize any government. And if I already did in my videos, I probably won't do it anymore because, I don't want to get into trouble. Anyway. And I don't want to make fun of any government, okay? Because I don't want to get into trouble, that's why. But anyway, here's my answer for you, and I know that Joe Biden, my president of the United States, Joe Biden, I know he called Xi Jinping a dictator. But do I really care about that? You know what? No, I don't really care because, and if you want to look, first of all, why do you worry about communism anyway? Let me look at what communism is for a minute, okay? What is it? First of all, the word communism and capitalism are not found in the Bible. They're not found in the Bible. Okay, so communism is a political theory derived from Karl Marx, advocating a class war and leading a society which all property and public owned, and each person works and is paid according to their abilities and needs. Okay, so let's talk about property that's publicly owned. So meaning that your building and your home, your business is publicly owned by the government. Yeah, that's how China works. But I think this is a bad reason why they hate China. This is a bad reason. Because, because I know people are trying to put into a theory that communism is against God. And I don't want to get into that anyways, and this is another reason why, and stuff. Even the word communism is not found in the Bible. Now, what about capitalism? Well, capitalism is an economic political system in what countries' trade and industry are controlled by private owners or profit. So countries trade. Yeah, okay. That's what capitalism is. Capitalism. So, to me, I think the Communist Party, is that your reason you hate China? That's just stupid, okay? And that has to go away, okay? That's just a very stupid reason, and that has to go away, okay? I don't want to be bad to you, okay? But this is a very stupid reason, okay? There's a lot of good things about China, a lot of good things, and I like to learn about that, okay? And I'll get to that more because and I've been learning about China from YouTube mostly. It does look like a beautiful country, and it's also advanced, because has advanced subway stations. I think China does have the best subways and bullet trains. That's what I found out from, and that's what I learned from YouTube and stuff. Now I know I live in the United States of America. You can see I have a United States flag right here to show you that I live in the United States of America. But and I'm American Christian, but this just means and I know people are worried about that. First of all, and I know some people think that China does not have religion and stuff. But first of all, you're wrong. There is religion in China. Okay, China has Buddhism, Taoism, I think Jainism, Sikhism, Hinduism, okay, Islam, and also Christianity. So yeah, China has a bunch of religions, just like the United States has a bunch of religions. You can say they both have religious freedom in some ways, but you're saying that they don't have it for Christianity, though. Well, I don't know very much about that, and I don't want to get into that right now anyway.
Yeah. Eddie, you want to go eat breakfast with us? Yes or no?
I will, Mom.
When you make it ready.
Okay, guys. Well, I have to go right now because my mom wants me to take me out for breakfast and stuff. Well, so to me, I think China's a beautiful country. Okay? And look, if you don't want to visit China, that's okay. You don't have to visit. I'm just telling you the good things about it, okay? Just might back out, okay? And I'll talk about Jurassic Park soon anyway. Anyway, I have to go. Anyway, Mom wants to go somewhere and eat right now, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay, now what I said was, okay, guys, I'm back. Well, I decided not to go to eat. I decided not to go anyway. I decided to stay home anyway. Now, what I'm going to say is, it's just my mom. To stay home instead eating out for breakfast. Okay, so now what I said was, now what I want to go back and say is, I don't want to criticize any government. I don't, and I probably, if I already did, in my past videos, I would just say I just won't do it anymore, and because I try to be positive here, and as a Bible believing Christian, and stuff like that, and I try to be positive here, and I try to be nice and stuff. I don't hate any country in the world, because every country in the world has their pros and cons, and every state in the United States has their pros and cons anyway. I know I don't hate any state in the U.S., and I don't hate any country in the world either. So that's my answer for you, okay? I don't, because, and I don't want to,
Alright, hold out the truck, no, there's water in there.
So I don't want to get into it, okay? About that, okay? So I hope this, so maybe that's my reason why, every country has their pros and cons, and and every state in the US has their pros and cons. That's why I don't hate every state. That's why I don't hate every state. That's why I don't hate every state in the U.S. I don't hate any country in the world. Okay, I don't. Okay, that's my reason I don't. You know, I believe the Bible, and that's my answer for you. Okay, and I hate politics. Okay, and I loathe politics. I hate it, and ask and that's my answer I can get from that. So I'll talk about capitalism maybe later, okay? And I'll show what the Bible says about it, but maybe another video since to show you another reason why I hate, more reasons why I hate politics, more reasons why I loathe politics, okay? I'll get to that in another video. Right now I want to get into Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Anyway, but I know sometimes I change the subject, but I'll get into Jurassic Park and Jurassic World right now. So Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Well, let's get into that right now. And this is in Genesis. So one step closer to Jurassic Park. Okay, so the Jurassic Park movies. Well, I'll get into that right now. So Jurassic Park is and Jurassic World, well, they're scary movies, and they have dinosaurs. Now, I have the book called Truth in Genesis, Exposing a Lie of Evolution in Millions of Years. But the problem is that these movies are so scary, and plus they have dinosaurs eating humans, and that's just pretty scary and stuff. They're scary. I know I didn't get to watch all of them yet, but I probably will watch them anyway sometime in the future. But I want to talk to him about it right now, so you can learn about it before you can watch these movies anyway. And Christians can watch Jurassic Park and Jurassic World if they want to, but I want to show you something, okay, about these movies here. So Jurassic Park has 3 movies. Okay, there's Jurassic Park and there's Jurassic Park 2, which is called The Lost World Jurassic Park, and there's also Jurassic Park 3. And then after that for Jurassic World, well, there's Jurassic World, and then there's Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom, and then Jurassic Park 3, Dominion. Yeah, sorry, there's Jurassic World, yeah, so there's Jurassic World, and then Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom, and then Jurassic World 3, Dominion. There's also a movie called Jurassic Domination as well. Yeah. The problem is that they're teaching in these movies that dinosaurs died about 65 million years ago and stuff, and this is false anyway, because the Bible teaches that dinosaurs did coexist with humans in recent past. Right here, I'll show it to you right here. It says dinosaurs in the Bible. Well, one of life's evolution is that dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. If the Earth is only about 6,000 years old, this cannot be true. This book shows evidence that dinosaurs lived with man in the road to these and past, not millions of years ago. Well, I already read that to you, but let's get into other things. So let's get into show you. Yeah, I think I already read this to you, but let me show you other things about dinosaurs here. Okay, Dragon Legends. Let me read to you about the Dragon Legends, okay? And you might read other about this, okay? Now, before I can get to that part, now before I can read about the Dragon Legends, I want to read you this, okay? Okay, so one step closer to Jurassic Park. The survival of DNA within dinosaur bones, with powerful evidence against millions of years of age of these fossils, is one reason why this discovery has stirred controversy. In 2005, Dr. Mary Switzer and her team first reported finding original soft tissue, including blood vessels and dinosaur bone. Many were false scientists, and that she must have mistaken. She must have found residents of called biofilm, and I said that by bacteria, not actual dinosaur tissue. Okay, Switzer. Okay, Switzer persisted has now identified number of soft tissues such as bones, such as like bone forming cells called osteocytes, are made only by creatures with bones. Most recently, Switzer had their team discovered a T-Rex and a duck-billed dinosaur for proteins, and are found only in bony creatures. More important, that the team discovered DNA in an unfossilized osteocytes. And the test that showed DNA came from vertebrae, not bacteria. Okay, vertebrate, not bacteria. Okay, could dinosaur DNA survive for millions of years? Even if discovered of his loath is admit it, but the clear answer is no. After death of DNA, repair mechanisms cease to function, and DNA deteriorates. Bacteria and water also destroy DNA. Exits of accepting in the study of bones and New Zealand's extinct giant molybird calculated the lifespan of DNA stand, measured in thousands, not millions of years. In this fast decay rate and slower rates and laboratory tests, they are 400 times faster than could be measured in decades. So it is even under the best conditions of preservation. A constant of temperature of 23 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, -5 degrees Celsius. Because I know I use the word Fahrenheit because I live in the United States. If you live in another country, use the word Celsius, then yeah, that's fine anyway. I use the word Fahrenheit because I live in the United States. But let's keep reading. The DNA would disintegrate complete fraction of 65 billion years. And supposedly passed since the last dinosaur died. Which researchers have seemingly does not support their beliefs about Earth's history over millions of years. The findings do, in contrast of the support view of these dinosaurs that only 4,300 years ago, and they were buried by the global flood. H. Switzer and Alva molecular analysis dinosaur osteocytes support the presence of endogenous molecules, bone number 1314. Okay, aloft a half-life of DNA, bone measuring decay, canines of 1 or every 8 dated fossil proceedings of BC9, 1748, 2012, 4224, 4733. The test looked at the DNA strand. Okay, now what about this one? So that's Jurassic Park. Okay, now it's just like Rolled Wrong, portraying dinosaurs without feathers. Well, Well, let's read about that too, because I know a lot. I know. There's a lot of people believe that dinosaurs had feathers. Well, first of all, I believe that. First of all, I don't believe that dinosaurs did have feathers. Dinosaurs have scales, and that's something we have to learn about anyway. But let's read this to learn about why do we believe that dinosaurs have feathers. So fans of Jurassic Park trilogy have been eagerly waiting to release for the movie Jurassic World. Decided just to a sci-fi film released in the U.S. on June 12, 2015. Recently, a trailer of the movie has released and created a big buzz in the media. Reporting the film has a big disappointment of dinosaur fans because, unlike the 1933 original, which was pays attention to detail or accuracy new film, which is its dinosaur Rex and Velociraptors are wrong. We made this comment. The original film showed dinosaurs were necessarily not roaring, scaly monsters, but they were active. Social monster movie has been delivered. Okay, social bird-like animals and dynamic bodies, but now Jurassic World is simply a dumb monster movie. So as I've been deliberately effort of monsters look different. I mean, it should. Apparently, with Jurassic Park wrote that dinosaurs, including T-Rex and Velociraptor, lack feathers, and for the movie, it's supposed to be completely inaccurate. And did dinosaurs have feathers? I don't think so, but that's read about why people do believe dinosaurs have feathers. So many scientists today have accepted that dozens of different species of dinosaurs were covered in feathers. This has resulted in recent artist depictions showing dinosaurs covered in soft down and flight-like feathers. These depictions are nothing bizarre and leave the dinosaurs looking like quite ridiculous. But the was Jurassic World wrong on leaving off the feathers, opting instead of for the additional scaly bodies. Feathers are highly complex structures, and they grow up with skin follicles. Follicles. Like human hairs, scales, trading covering of dinosaurs, are folds in the skin. However, scientists now are claiming that if many moles dinosaurs had made to grow feathers, but this bolsters evidence that feathered dinosaurs are scarcity, not speaker. Some dinosaur fossils have covered with them contain fibrous velaments. These velaments do not contain some velaments of feathers, shafts and barbs and bulbulars, but instead merely have bristles. Fibrous filaments have bristles or far quite complex structures of a feather. Despite artistic license by many dinosaur sculptors and artists today, there is no conclusive evidence that any dinosaur had feathers. Why? There are many scientists eager to accept the idea of armor, like the T-Rex, if there's any evidence expected of controversial. While any acceptance, so little supported evidence of highlights in this worldview battle. Evolutionists firmly believe that modern birds are the descendant of dinosaurs, and this is a firm belief that many dinosaurs are referred to as non-avian dinosaurs. And the birds are called avian dinosaurs. Some scientists will go as far as dinosaurs are not extinct, and they are alive today over the world and twittering on telephone wires, eating our bird feeders, flying like frogs above our heads. But despite the evidence of subtaining the idea is so strong, many evolutionary scientists are getting jumped on the feathery dinos birdwagon despite the lack of evidence. Really, this is an evolutionary worldview, and that drives the acceptance and continual promotion of the idea. And then dinosaurs evolved into birds. My answer is no, but that's getting to why do people believe in that? According to evolutionary thinking, modern birds are descendants of dinosaurs, but the biblical worldview set up a stark contrast to this. According to God's word, birds are created fully formed and functioning to reproduce of their own kind on day 5 of creation week. Dinosaurs, which are land animals, were not been created until day 6. So the biblical worldview of birds would actually have been around before dinosaurs ever walked on Earth, and whole day before. And is it complete evidence that dinosaurs evolved into birds? Not at all. Dinosaurs were reptiles, and this shared the traits common among reptiles, not birds. They were likely cold-blooded, have lungs like other reptiles, and were covered in scales. Birds, on the other hand, are warm-blooded and have unique lungs, hollow bones, and are covered in feathers. They could be utterly different, adding to the problems that with evolutionary ideas about bird evolution is the fact of modern birds like parrots. Loons and owls have found in the fossil record of some of the same layers as dinosaurs. How could modern birds have evolved from dinosaurs where modern fully formed birds are found alongside dinosaurs in the same layers? And did dinosaurs have feathers in the biblical worldview? No. Come on. Go away. Please. Dinosaurs have feathers. In the worldview, we did not expect to find feathered dinosaurs. Currently, any evidence does not support the idea of dinosaurs were covered in feathers. Now, while we may not know for sure that dinosaurs looked like, but what we do know that is that birds did not evolve from dinosaurs, and they like dinosaurs, especially created by God and the beginning of reproduce, according to their kind. Okay, another one. And as since we're getting into China here, we can get talked about this one too. So 30 years didn't change China's Jurassic Park. China's Jurassic Park get a new name. So China's famous Cretaceous wandering of, Liaoning province. The Jihou biota. Apparently, the city on top of a gold mine, a city of well-preserved upper Jurassic fossils. A team of archaeologists has just completed a catalog of vertebrate fossils of 6 sites of this stratum, and this published at the list of the Journal of Vertebrate Paleontology. This suggests of the entire group similar age of ecology, and henceforth known as Dao Hongao. Okay. Biota. I don't know how to say that anyway. So Dao Hongo. Biota. Dao Hongo. Okay, is an inner Mongolian village near the first fossil birds we found. And these are all the 6 fossil sites in northeastern China's Tiao Jiashan. Jiashan formation. The Taohongo biota gives a look of the really glyph side of the middle of the lake, middle to late Jurassic, not to parade of glumping giants. This will be quickly little creatures, feathered dinosaurs, pterosaurs have been indicated of primitive bodies, but the Mesozoic equivalent of the flying squirrel lead to another Corwin Sullivan, co-author Yan Wang, adds the Daohongol amphibians are crucially important in the study of the biology and radiation of the modern amphibian groups. Okay, we're moving on change. Paleontologist of the Daohongol Biota is 30 million years older than the Jihol biota. The base of combination of radioactive ideas. Presence of distinct fossils of cylinder of 6 fossil beds, formation of radioactive fossil deposits, and region have assigned dates based on and shrimp and uranium of synthesis high resolution and micro measurements. More of us based on assumptions of radiometric dates of different metric dating and problems with assumptions. Now, despite the jump of 30 million years between Daohongol and Jihol biota, the ecosystem animals really unchanged, meaning that birds are from dinosaurs ancestors of this ecosystem. Co-author of Dinihon says, may tell this apart. Mammals are include that mammal equipped of the modern flying squirrel will preserve the salamanders included Jonarputin, which is not found in all 6 sites of the Daohongol system. The Jonarputin's distinctive of characteristics not widely continued, unchanged Jihol biota's regular piton salamander species has been the same today. Previously, 160 million years later, in fact, Jonarputin, more of the view, in the view, Chinese Mesozoic chordates, vertebrates with tails, and this could be referred to traditionally recognized living family. Now, bird-like birds, Leoning Promises Cretaceous. Jihol biota is a famous it's an ever-growing collection that's open to as dinosaurs. And the same could be said for the sorts of the Prisia plant and the Jurassic Daohongol biota. The Cretaceous feathered dinosaurs of northeastern China have been astonishing paleontologists, looking at almost 2 decades now. Now Sullivan and the Daohongol biota preserves the Jurassic counterparts in the same region. As prequels go, it's pretty exciting. The extreme bird-like dinosaurs of the Daohongol biota include Pedonema and Argarnus, Angarnus, as Bona Panigadius feathers, but even this has feathers at its legs. For trousers and some description as much a fashion among Mesozoic Paravidians, and others wrote like Microraptor, Pendidia, Dunhong Galliensis, Galliensis have had feathered trousers. Other species like Daohongol are less convincing. Xiao Tingia, which has no definitive plumage. Cryptid Archaeopteryx, which is classified to be some as a non-bird, and that change it says has been debated. Empedix Turex has feather dinosaur. Because it's supposedly along its tail feathers, but no other feathers. Long straight structures and photos of something study, however, they do not look like feathers. It's in Genesis David Menton, and except on feathers, I see no evidence of barbs in these structures. Now, feathered what? These are real feathers. A mountain creature is a bird, certainly, as many extinct creatures, a fossil record. And surprisingly, what they differ in some way, birds and backyard feeders. And there's no justification of considering that obviously a feathered animal to be lying to be anything but a bird. And anything that was established evolutionary but for birds and feathers. Furthermore, but all evolutionists believe that birds evolved from dinosaurs. But for instance, Alan Fukasia explained away of the terrible paradox that plagues those who have difficulty explaining how birds like Archaeopteryx, deep in Jurassic rock, could have evolved from Cretaceous dinosaurs higher up, and then said that Microraptor was a highly evolved bird, not a dinosaur. Cleistomagic. Fossils have classified feathered dinosaurs, whether from Jehol, Jehongol, Biota, range of those highly questionable excuses for feathers and fossils as evidence of birds, classified from dinosaurs and inconvenient biases of classical magic. How can paleontologists tell that dinosaur, with the fossils remains a bird or a dinosaur? That's a very good classification. What they call classistics. Classistics are used to determine how many characters have different things in common. Evolutionists totally up and have derived characters to trace evolutionary relationships, and these derived characters of features even very subtle. Once mostly evolved, then got past the new creatures as they evolved. This system is largely replaced traditional method of guessing at the evolutionary ancestry, and histories of obvious similarities and differences. Why the switch? After all, classified detail analysis requires a computerized database of minute details. Each categorize what kind of animal paleontologists think most resembles. Now, the scorning of many anatomic details are classified. Classical analysis of the bias of the which small details and even accurately assigned outrank major similarities. This can produce necessary results to the decision of no longer consider Archaeopteryx a bird, and took a decision restorer of the birdhood. Depending on how the shared derived characters are defined, a study is a result. The absurdities such as we define feathered birds as dinosaurs. Classistics have become popular among evolutionists became linear taxonomy, has failed to provide them with traditional forms that do not give a complete evolutionary picture, does not paint out the fossil record. Of course, we maintain the traditional forms are missing because they have never existed, since nothing in observable experimental biology shows such that evolutionary transitions into new, more complex. Kinds of creatures could happen. Classistics have computer, organize the catalog of derived characters, involve that abstract evolution for fossil record. Really eliminating that due to traditional forms and different points. Evolutionists presume that simply genetic evidence of shared ancestry and classistics has become a way to build a seeds of support evolutionary beliefs and not need missing links. With great conservation of organized creatures of convenience, classification systems can be based on a number of things: where it lives and how it moves in its overall body plan, and what its skin and covering is like, how it breathes, and how this tastes. Repetitively, this proposal classifies great sense of genomic similarities. Classic of scores similarity of things are evolutionary and infer how closely related to different kinds of organisms are. Things are classics similarities representing common designs employed by a common designer, and determining diverse organisms are created by fabrication of the molecules to man. Evolution, and for dinosaur to bird evolution, this evolutionary tale has been accepted in the absence of biological evidence that show that one kind of creature can evolve into a new, more complex kind of animal. Clastics, and this provides a way of classifying animals into more ways, and more animals to be able to fulfilling evolutionary preconceived beliefs. Now God's word, now Creator's word. God's word contains his own eyewitness and account of all kinds of animals. In Genesis chapter 1, he created all kinds of animals on 5th and 6th days of creation week about 6,000 years ago, and they have continued to vary, produce only within created kinds and with the expected basis of biblical history. Biblical history also tells us that the global flood, rapid burial of animals, waterborne and sediment during the violence of the global flood explains the excellent preservation, as seen in deeper fossil layers like the Burgess Shale, as well as the deposits containing the Donhongle and Jehol biota. This is no surprise that these geotic fossil layers show no subtle differences between the creatures that are buried, and they are all buried within weeks of each other around 4,300 years ago during the flood, and the Bible thus explains series of the Jehol and Donhongle biotas. Okay. Those are for the reading stuff. But let's get into this. And this past this past week, the secrets of hotbed Cambrian organisms that show how evolutionary is pretty busy worldwide, or a global flood is various sorts of organisms together, found increasing explicitly or designed with the functionality, or or biotic crystals that discussed aliens, hominoids, and mythic criminal deformities, and depending on relevant sites of verdict truth. This coming week, humans have dogs and what people have over the world have in common. Who knows what else would be the news? Well, I know people have been listening to the United States news, which just talks about propaganda and stuff. So, I know. The United States news talks about propaganda, which is stupid anyway, but let's keep reading. Remember, you see the news story of this tension, let us know. Follow this, which originates of visionary press, Fox News, MSNBC, the New York Times, another national media outlet we have already heard about. Thinks of their readers. So the great news tips about us. We didn't catch the latest news to know. Why not take a look and see what you missed? Please note that links will take you directly to the source. Genesis is not responsible for the content of websites which we refer. For more information, please see our privacy policy. Okay. Let me read to you. Okay, let me see. What do we do about the Dragon Legends, okay? Just show you how does okay, well, so yeah, and plus another thing that's what in Jurassic Park is that they have dinosaurs eating humans, and that's not good either, because the Bible teaches that that all animals were herbivores. Well, that'll include the dinosaurs. Animals that will eat meat, well, that won't be until after the global flood. and animals will go back eating plants again during the millennium. So it's only us that will be eating meat. I think after the fall, and I think doing the and I think probably I think we'll still be eating meat during the millennium and stuff. But probably during the new heaven, new earth, we won't be eating plants again anyway. And humans been eating plants before and plus Adam and Eve did eat plants before we're about to, yeah. And plus we were made to eat plants anyway before the fall of Adam and Eve anyway. So dragon legends. Well, let me read that to you. Okay? Because this will show you how Chinese history and also how does the Chinese culture prove that the dinosaurs have been with humans in the recent past. So let me read that to you, okay? Okay. Right here in my book, continues exposing the light of evolution millions of years. So dragon legends. So you have legends over the world, overall, people in killing or slaying dragons. One Chinese legend tells of a famous Chinese man named Yu. After the Great Flood, Yu survived the land of China and divided into sections. He built channels to drain water off to the sea and helped make the land livable again. Many snakes and dragons driven marshlands when you created the farmlands. Alexander the Great reported that when he conquered parts is now India in 326 BC, his soldiers were scared by great dragons that lived in caves. Yeah, okay. Marco Polo, the Venetian explorer, reported in 1271 AD, and the Emperor of China raised dragons to pull the chariots of parades, and the 1611 Emperor appointed the past world dragon feeder, and if they were raising dragons and to pull chariots and parades, and they had to pulse the royal dragon feeder, they must have actually had dragons. This is only a few hundred years ago. And then below the picture, a Roman mosaic from the 2nd century AD, showing two long-necked dragons. I'll show it to you right here in the picture. Okay, and it's right here. There's a carving of the Stegosaurus found in Tabbone Temple in Angkor, Cambodia, which was built in I think 1100s AD. I'm not sure you can see that, but yeah. So. So people in China raising dragons in the 1600s, okay, in the medieval times. Well, there used to be dragons in China in the past. Well, there's no dragons in China now. They're extinct. So, and I show you from my book, Truth and Justice, Exposing Light Evolution Millions of Years. Right now, dragons are extinct, including in China, but as well. But and I know it's because people overhunted them. That's why. But they still have the Chinese. They still have the dragon on the Chinese zodiac, on Chinese New Year, and what's going to be on 2024 is that and those are the animals. Okay, well next year, 2024, the animal for Chinese, for Chinese New Year is going to be the dragon. This year was the rabbit, but next year is going to be the dragon. Yeah, and there's so here's a picture of Chinese men um um holding the puppet, holding the puppet Chinese dragon. You know, this is for Chinese New Year and stuff. Yeah. You can read all this if you want to. This is talks about why Chinese New Year is celebrated. You can read more about this if you want to. And this is talking about how long is Chinese New Year. Is that for 16 days. And those are different kinds of activities. Those are Chinese New Year traditions. You can also read about that. Number one is clean and decorate houses with red things. It's just because Chinese people like red a lot. Well, red is okay. Red's a good color. Yeah. Offering sacrifices to ancestors. Yeah, I'm not sure very much about that anyway, but enjoying a family reunion on Lunar New Year's Eve. Okay, exchanging red envelopes and other gifts. Setting off firecrackers and fireworks. Watching lion and dragon dances. And also Chinese New Year food. You can also look at it right here if you want to look at them. And also here you can what Chinese New Year superstitions, things you must do. You can read about right here if you want to. And I'll say and then this one. How to say Happy Chinese New Year in Chinese. Okay, yeah, it says right here. Xinyan. Okay, yeah, let me read it about. So Xinyan Kaole. I'll probably have to read. I'll probably look up Google Translate. To see how it's pronounced correctly here, because I am learning Mandarin, but I probably did not learn. But I did not. Yeah, I am learning Mandarin myself, but I did not study that part yet. So I know how to say ni hao and I know my numbers and I know numbers in Mandarin and stuff, and and I know Jesus in Mandarin is Yasu Jidu. Yeah, sorry, Yasu Jidu. And I know person, which is Ren, and Ren, and cat, which is Mao, dog, which is Gol. Goal, yeah, goal. But what about so? Okay, so happy New Year in Mandarin or in Chinese is Xinan Kuai Le. Xinan Kuai Le. That's it. Okay, so okay, so this one is called Xinan. Okay, Xinan Kuai Le. Well, I'm probably not saying the tones correctly, but I'm trying to say the best I can. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on them because I want to. I know I have to. I know I have to. Yeah, I know. I'm going to work on that anyway, since I know my Mandarin is still not good anyway. What I'm trying to show you is that yeah, Xian and Hao. Okay, and there's also Xian and Kuaila. Yeah. Let me read this to you. So.
新年好
Oh, okay. This is in Cantonese. And now I don't want to learn Cantonese because it's harder in Mandarin, but it has more tones in Mandarin. But if you want to hear it in Cantonese, here it is.
新年好
Yeah, but it's still similar to Mandarin. I'm about using Xian and Hao. Yeah. Not saying it. Hao. Yeah. That's, here's in Mandarin, so
恭喜发财
Go Shi Feng Kai. Alright.
恭喜发财
Okay, Go Shi Feng Shai. Okay. And then and there that's in Mandarin, and there it is in Cantonese.
恭喜发财
Go eat fat choi. Okay. So that's in Mandarin and Cantonese. And the only one, and plus the one I want to learn is Mandarin. I don't want to learn Cantonese because it has more tones than Mandarin. So, but I try to show you different stuff, and I'm not going to do all this because it'll take too long for me to read and stuff. But that's the Chinese New Year. It's also called the Spring Festival, and you want to get into that? Yeah, that's. Also, another festival that China has is called it's called Qingming Festival. It's just, and you can read this part here. It says, "How do Chinese celebrate the Qingming Festival? Not just the tube sweeping." Here it says tube sweeping, the most important costume of the Qingming Festival. You can read this right here if you want to. And things not to do in tube sweeping. You can read this part over here. Yeah, well, and this is bad luck. Well, I don't believe in luck. I believe the Bible. Luck does not exist. Anyway. Putting willow branches on gates. And you can read more about that too. Spring outings and kite flying. And it's probably to say happy Qingming Festival. Now, Qingming song rice dumplings. You can read about that. Why is Qingming Festival celebrated in China? Okay, yeah. We can read more about that right here. If you want me to pause it and read it, if you want me to, I'll give it. I'll let you read this to yourself. I'm just looking. And here's another article here. It says it's the painting alongside river during Qingming Festival. Qingming related. Okay. Okay, Qingming Festival in other Asian countries. Qingming Festival in Vietnam. Okay, Qingming Festival in Singapore. Qingming Festival in South Korea. Qingming Festival in Japan. You can read more about that anyway. Yeah, that's another thing. That's another festival that China has. Also, another thing that proves the Chinese culture used to prove that dinosaurs have been used in the past was this. What about the Dragon Boat Festival? That because right here, look at this boat and look at this dragon right here. Look, it has a boat right there's a boat. And look at the front. It looks like a dragon right there. You know? So Dragon Boat Festival 2023. Names, origins, editions, of greetings. You can read more about this right here. So, why is the Dragon Boat Festival so important? Well, you can read more about that there and stuff. How do people celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival? You can read more about that. Number 1, yeah, eating sticky rice dumplings. Okay. Oh, that's what it looks like? Okay. Number 2, participating or in attending dragon boat races. Okay, so they're racing. I like races. Yeah, racing. Yeah, racing is fun. And look at the heads of these boats. They're dragons. They're dragon heads. And the tails. And they're dragon tails. Okay, and this one says hanging Chinese Margaret and Columbus. Oh. Drinking regular wine. Well, I don't drink alcohol because, you know, the Bible says be sober and vigilant. So that's the reason why I don't drink alcohol. But let's keep reading about that. Okay, that's great. Those are wearing perfume pouches. You can read about the origins of the Dragon Boat Festival right here. To learn why it's celebrated in China. And then you can read about the death of Zhou Yang. Okay, Zhou Yan. Okay, and the unlucky 5th month. I don't believe in luck anyway, but the names of the Dragon Boat Festival, you can read about that anyway. Dragon Boat, you can read about, see, number 1, Dragon Boat Festival. And then number 2 says, let me see. Okay, Long Shao Jie. Also, okay. Okay. Okay, Dane, okay. Dane, okay, Day will, okay. Day will, Jia. Day will, Jia. Yeah. Yeah, yen, and then there's also that's yeah, I know yen is Chinese money, but what about this one? Duanjia. Okay, Duanjia. Okay, Duanjia. No, sorry. Okay, Danwojia. That's what it says anyway. And in Mandarin. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Dan. Um, Duan means start, while Wo means noon, and the solar fifth month of the traditional Chinese calendar. That's just what it says right there. You can read more about that anyway. Number 5 is a double fifth festival, and then you can read more about that. And Dragon Bolt Festival greetings. So there's another thing I try to show you right here. And how does this prove dinosaurs have been with humans in recent past? Showing these festivals in China. Well, I'm just trying to show you that well, because this proves it, that dinosaurs did coexist with humans in the recent past, and they were called dragons. And I try to show you it's not just the Bible that proves it. I also try to show you that the Chinese culture also proves it too. With these Chinese festivals that are celebrating in China. Anyway, so what I mean by so what's the point of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World? Well, it's just a scary movie, and do you think should Christians should watch these movies? Well, they can if they want to. They have to learn it's make believe, and it's teaching wrong about dinosaurs anyway. I believe the Bible, and the Bible is my ultimate authority and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I know. I remember Confucius, which it just has the yin yang symbol. I know, but yeah, I got this from Kung Fu when I was doing Kung Fu, but that was years ago. Anyway, I'll talk about martial arts in another video and stuff. So you can see as I believe the Bible, so I have no problem with believing in this. Okay. So yeah, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, they're wrong about dinosaurs. Okay, that's dinosaurs coexisting with humans is what the Bible teaches. Okay. So evolution is false, okay, and the Bible is true. So this is talking about how to go to heaven. Well, let me show you something. Anyway, so let me tell you something. I am learning Spanish. I can talk to Mexicans, but I'm also learning Mandarin, so I can talk to Chinese people. And stuff. I'll talk about more. I'll talk about more population destinations in China, and probably some other countries like Mexico and India and Canada. You know, United Kingdom, Italy, and United Kingdom. Okay, and also Chile and Argentina. I'll get into that next video. Okay, so you can learn about traveling and stuff when I talk about the Bible says about Star Trek and stuff. I'll get into that next video. Okay. So anyway, I talk about how to go to heaven. Well, let's get into that right now. The point of evolution is to damn souls to hell. When you go to heaven, is to believe on Lord Jesus Christ. Salvation is by faith alone and grace on Jesus Christ alone. And once they are saved by easy beliefs into truth, meaning you can't lose your salvation by easy beliefs. Salvation is easy. What you do is just believe in Jesus Christ for salvation. You see, I believe in Jesus. Okay, you know this is the reason why. You know, I'm a believer in Jesus. You know, I'm a nice person. I'm American Christian. I try to be nice to anybody because, you know, I love the unsaved. I love the saved and the unsaved. You know? And I try to be positive here, not negative. Because, you know, I know I only get into negative stuff when I get into evolution stuff, because evolution is false. But, you know, I try to be positive on countries and stuff because, you know, there's a lot of good things about other countries in the world. Well, if there's good things about the United States of America, then there's good things in China too. I know if there's good things about the United States, and there's good things about China too. You know, that's my answer for that anyway. So what I can say about dinosaurs and dragons is that they have been with men in the recent past, and that's what the Bible teaches. Okay, and I'll talk about next video is that it's called "What Does the Bible Say About Star Trek?" Well, I'll get to that next video. So I hope this video shows you that the dinosaurs have been with humans in recent past, and they were called dragons. I show you that the Bible proves it, you know. And I'm showing you that the Chinese culture proves it too. And also Chinese history as well. So yeah, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, yeah, they're just teaching false doctrine, which is evolution. And that I know evolution is not going to go away anytime soon, but it will go away when God pours out His wrath upon the earth. You know, when God doing God's wrath and stuff. I know, and doing God's wrath. You know, which is after the rapture, and the rapture will be after the tribulation. So, yeah, the Bible does teach that future Christians will have to survive the tribulation. You know, and I think I already talked about that anyway. I might have talked about the rapture again in another video. Okay. So my answer is that for you, I believe the Bible, and hopefully you can learn about what the Bible says. Okay? And it's for you. I love you living in the United States of America. In California. If you want to see this, you can pause this. So. And don't worry, I'll talk about more about the Chinese holidays and Chinese festivals, and some other videos. Okay, I'll talk more about it, and I'll talk more about it in other videos. Okay, I'll get to that more. And you have to go right now. And I'll talk about Star Trek next video, and about traveling into other countries and stuff. I'll get to that next video because I have to go right now. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. And thereby. Okay, so okay, guys, I'm back because I forgot there's something else I forgot to tell you about China as well. Well, it's the Mid-Autumn Moon Festival that I forgot to show you. I forgot to tell you that's only one more festival I got to tell you about was in China. So. So let me read this to you. So you can see the festival dates, and then why is Mid-Autumn Festival is celebrated in China? How do we celebrate it in China? And then those are the traditions. And how do they enjoy dinner with the family? Reaching and then eating moon cakes, reaching the moon. Worshipping the moon, yeah, which is idolatry. I don't do that. I worship Jesus, but anyway. But 5 is making and carrying Mid-Autumn Festival lanterns. Mid-Autumn Festival in other Asian nations. And Mid-Autumn Festival stories. That's on YouTube if you want to look at that. Yeah, that's on YouTube channel. That's the story of Jane Rabbit. And mooncakes and other Mid-Autumn Festival foods. And then Mid-Autumn Festival, Great Autumn Festival. And okay, that's the Mid-Autumn. That's the Mid-Autumn Festival that's celebrated in China, and that's when I forgot to tell you. That's the one I forgot to show you. Anyway, so that's another festival, but I just forgot to talk to you about. Okay. Anyway, that's the only thing I forgot to show you. If you want to read this, I'll get. I'll get to read more about it, okay? But that's just a festival I forgot to show you. And I'll get to I'll get to that was also celebrated in China. Okay. Anyway, okay, and that's it. So. And I hope this video tells you about why I believe that dinosaurs, that the Bible proves that dinosaurs have been coexisting with humans in recent past. And I want to try to show you that the Chinese culture also proves it too. Anyway, I'll read out our next video. It's called "What's Special About Star Trek." Well, I'll talk about that next video. And you have to go right now. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to bye.